Anyways, we're finishing up here, and I just want to show you something that this, because I bought this computer brand new with Windows Update in June or something, and it's a pretty good case, except I broke the case accidentally just now. I moved it and the case was open and it cracked. It's a pretty good machine though. It's a good case, lots of harnesses for wires and stuff. But I wanted to show you something. It's a pretty good computer. I'm using its motherboard, and the I/O plate was installed wrong. It was manufacturally installed wrong. You should always pull those pins around it up, so when you push something in a port, it feels really flush, like it doesn't move, and that's very important. There's tabs on the side. You don't want to leave those flat. You want to always push those up. And I should be complete now. I had to replace the CPU. That's why you saw it earlier. I was just testing the frame rate. Like War Thunder was running at 130 FPS. Incredible frame rate for War Thunder. Wasn't impressed with DC Universe. It was running at 30. I replaced the quad core with a hyper core, and the hyper core should really stand out on the games. So that's the reason why I was running 30, because it was using a hyper core. And what else did I do? I had to put the I/O plate back on. Or I had to put it on, and I had to put a CD-ROM in there, and I also had to change the CPU. So it's running a different CPU, and I had to change the hard drives because that was my old operating system. It belongs on another computer, so maybe I'll build that and sell it for a really cheap price, like $25. It still works great. Put my blanket in the wash, and it came out dirtier. I was like, what? There's like grease spots all over it and shit. So I don't know what's going on there. But let's see if it runs. This is the first time I'm plugging it in, and I haven't plugged it in before, and I haven't tested it. Let's see how good of a computer guy I am here. Why is this plugged in over there? It should be plugged in over here. On this Radeon. Oh, just a minor issue with the Radeon. The screws didn't screw in on the top, so I had to find a bigger screw. Well, no major issues. I had to find like a really big screw for the top, which is good because it'll hold that thing. That thing's huge, and it'll hold it. It's really big. Let's christen it here with some holy air, and let's see if it does in fact turn on. It was on. So I don't think the power supply will hold all those peripherals. I don't know though. There are a lot of peripherals. Yeah, it seems to work. So we just switched the motherboards. And hard drives. So this is the legal Windows. Yeah, so the Windows is detecting it with Windows Update, hopefully correctly, I guess. There's a front fan on it. I didn't have this motherboard's old, so I didn't have a back fan. But I figured there's a fan on the hard drive that shoots air right there, so I figured it would keep this card cool, because this card gets really hot. So it doesn't need a back fan, because the back fan would just shoot air out of the case instead of on the card. So that's 2 fans instead of 3. Figured that would be good, because the back fan would shoot air out, and that's just I'd rather have a giant front fan instead of a small back fan. The only thing that could get in my way is probably Windows Update. Like Windows Update can do anything it wants.